Tools and twisties, Precision Tools Performance Cars. Well, Harbor Freight's at it again. They have a buy more, save more Icon tool sale going on right now through the weekend. Buy any 4 Icon tools with some exclusions. The big storage cabinets are excluded, for example. And you get a 25% discount if you buy 4 or more. I've been buying quite a few Icon tools lately and reviewing a fair number of them, and I thought I'd give you my picks on which ones are the ones to maybe consider grabbing and which are the ones to maybe give a miss. Let's start off with Icon ratchets. I did a review recently, a comparison review of Icon 3/8 inch flex head ratchets, actually this ratchet right here, and I was extremely impressed with it. I think it's a great ratchet, and I think at the 25% off prices, it's worth picking up some Icon ratchets if you're thinking about getting some additional ratchets in your collection. This is the 1/4 inch flex head. This is my most recent pickup. I really like this little guy. The new Icon ratchets are all pretty long, so as opposed to my little tiny Koken and Snap-on ratchets, different use case, but really fairly low back drag. The head locking mechanisms are excellent on these, and well built, lifetime warranty. So 1/4 inch and 3/8 inch locking flex head ratchets would be on my pick list, and a 3/8 inch long ratchet if you don't have something like this already. Great ratchet to use as use it like a breaker bar if you want. It's lifetime warranty, easy to get swapped out. And they're pretty sturdy. There's been some recent tests done on these, and they hold up. And then a big boy 1/2 inch, again, really nice little ratchet. And you can pick up all 4 of these with the sale going on for a bit under $200, which is coincidentally just about the same price as this single Matco ratchet, which honestly, I preferred this Icon flex head. It won in Ratchet Wars over this Matco. $195 for this one ratchet, and about $195 for these 4 ratchets on sale. So if you're thinking about picking up some Icon ratchets, I haven't seen the Generation 2 ratchets. I'm talking, these are all Generation 2 ratchets, not the Generation 1. I'd skip all the Generation 1. Just consider the Generation 2. And if you haven't picked any up yet, haven't seen great sales on them yet, and 25% off is pretty good. So those 4 ratchets on my pick list. I think also some Icon pliers are on my pick list. Some are great, some less so. This is the Icon long nose. It is a clone of the Snap-on pliers. And are the Snap-ons better? Maybe a little bit, but the price differential is pretty big on these. Definitely a pick of mine is the long nose Icon 2 Snap-on clones. And they also have a diagonal cutter, which is also a really close clone of the Snap-on diagonal cutters. The Snap-ons are like $75, $80 each, and these end up being like $25 on sale. So I think those are definite picks. Some of the other Icon pliers, more special purpose, like these long nose ones, maybe yes if you really want something like this, maybe no if not. Icon also makes clones of some Knipex pliers. They make a TwinGrip clone. This is the actual Knipex TwinGrip, and I think the price differential, it's about $13 on sale for the Icon clone, which is a pretty good deal, but you can get the real deal for under $30 as opposed to the Snap-ons, which are more like $70. So when you're talking, I don't know, maybe a $10-15 difference to get the Knipex is actually probably the right way to pronounce it, versus the Icon version of either the TwinGrip or the Raptors. I opted to go with the Knipex versions rather than the Icon versions. But, they still are quite, fair amount more. Again, I think this one's $30. And this one's about the same. On Amazon, you can find pretty good deals. And I think it's about $16 for the Icon versions of both of these on sale. Maybe a little bit more for this one here. What else do we got? We got some hammers that are on sale. I have the 16-ounce Icon dead blow ball peen hammer, And I'm thinking about picking up the 32 ounce one on sale. It's a little bit expensive, but they're pretty decent hammers. And they're still, you know, cheaper than a lot of the competitors, and they do have a good warranty. And also I have the 16 ounce soft face dead blow, and I was thinking of getting the 4-pound one. Just to show you some of these tools that I don't have. Oh, I was thinking of getting these. These are the flush cut pliers. Again, it's a snap-on clone. 22 bucks on sale, as opposed to like 70 bucks that you'll pay for the snap-on version. I'm gonna pick those up tomorrow, I think. The high leverage diagonal cutters, 22 bucks on sale. That's probably closer to 90 bucks on snap-on. A 3-pound dead blow hammer, 25 bucks on sale. Pretty good deal. The ball peen, 55 bucks, not on sale. These are dead blow ball peens. They're expensive, but even $41 on sale. Not 100% sure if I'll pick that up yet. And then my last pick is the big Icon pry bar. This thing is a monster. It's a US made pry bar. It's made by Mayhew. It's 100 bucks normal price, which is pretty cheap compared to anywhere else. You can get the exact same bar under different names for quite a bit more. But with the 25% off sale, that makes it 75 bucks. I don't think you're going to find that good of a deal anywhere else. So again, you got to buy at least 4 Icon items to get the 25% off. Toolboxes are excluded. Creepers are excluded. There's some other things that are excluded. You can freeze and pause and read it, or just go online and see what the deals are. But yeah, I'm going to pick up, if you don't have ratchets, I think that's a definite thing to pick up. Maybe some Icon pliers, particularly their long nose and their diagonal cutters, and maybe their high leverage cutters if you need some hammers. And my last tool is the Icon pocket knife. These are 40 bucks list price. And all these things, so some of the more expensive pliers and this and the hammers are excluded from the frequent 20% off any item under $20 sales that they've been having for quite some time. So it's an opportunity to pick up some Icon things. But I love this little Icon knife. I have 2 of these. They get used daily. They're kind of my favorite pocket knife now. It's not, you know, not the most expensive pocket knife I have, but it's a great steel, and they're quite sharp, and the action on them is amazingly good. And 40 bucks list price, 25% off. A little bit hard to beat. Lifetime warranty again. So what do you think you might want? We also have some new video series coming up. We're going to have a full toolbox tour of the big Icon box and some more comparison videos. If you enjoy this content, if you like tools, you like hand tools, you like finding out what I think are the best deals in hand tools and which ones maybe to skip, like this Matco. Maybe like, subscribe, and watch a few more. There's some in the playlist that you can look at. So that is Tools and Twisties, and we are out.